Once upon a time, evil spirits dwelled here in these parts, and in a sense, they still do. I will tell you a story. It happened long ago, even before the revolution. It happened here, not far from Cherdyn. I heard my grandmother tell it. A man was fostering an orphan girl. He was a Noah. Everyone called him Old Yegor. She didn't want to become a witch, but he taught her his craft. She was to be married to a special young man. I can't recall what exactly happened, but this young man took his own life. He was later buried beyond the gates of the churchyard, which meant that he would pass straight to hell. As for the orphan, Vasilisa, she refused to accept it. She was intent on bringing back his soul from the inferno. To do this, she would need to break the 7 seals of the Black Book, which Old Yegor kept, and retrieve him. And it was for that reason that Vasilisa agreed to become a witch. But to become one, she needed to be initiated in a banya or at a crossroads. And so, Vasilisa set out for the crossroads.
I slept poorly last night. Been waiting, hoping for you to return, but you haven't. You never sat at the table. Where you now, sweetheart? From relatives, and from the warm summer, departed. There's no entrance or exit for you, it seems. Cold Mother Earth. There isn't even a churchyard fence to hold on to. No, I don't believe you would do this to you. It'll all be well. All will be well. I'll accept this knowledge from Grandpa, though I know what you thought of that. But there's no other choice. I'll drag you from that road myself. Sleep for now. Sleep. I won't be long.
The darkness of the night is filled with anticipation. You're at Mikhail's crossroads, along with Old Yegor. You know the ritual that has to be done, but you've never thought of what might happen once it's complete. However, the time to draw the circle has come.
Cherdyn, 16 miles. Solikamsk, 102 miles. Nyrop, 21 miles.
So, have you found the candles? Well done. All by yourself at that. Seems my teachings were not lost on you, after all. Now be careful not to leave any gaps, otherwise we'll be crushed by evil spirits.
I've made a circle. Is it all right, Grandfather?
The circle is drawn. No gaps, good. Too late to dither now.
Do you think that I can help him?
Sure you can. You can do anything when you have the book. So says the legend. Well, go on. It's time for you to take my knowledge. Such a long time we've spent together. Parting with it is bittersweet. Well, take it. Would you look at that? What power emanates from the book? The seal is open. It seems great sorcery lurks in you. Well, think about it later. Now speak the words I taught you.
I'll get up without crossing myself, but I will go to the crossroads. On the crossroads, I'll draw a circle and step into it, and I shall speak. Good merchants, come and buy my cat. For this cat, give me neither inconvertible ruble nor a fine hat, but bestow me with knowledge of the dark and eyes with vision sharp. So as I have said, so it will be. My words are stone.
Here are your merchants. Now listen carefully if you value your life. To become a witch, you have to defeat this demon. Time for your first Sagavar. Such enchanted words protect from demons, but this protection fades quickly. Now draw up a complete Zagavar. Good job, Vasya. This demon is nearly beaten. A couple more spells to read the world. Take that, you monkey hellhound! Well, now, Vasya, answer this. You'll be a witch as soon as you return. Well, safe travels.
Is that you, Vasilisa? I should congratulate, for the first seal is open. Only 6 remain. Oh, but will you be able to open the rest? This is another matter entirely.
Let me return to the land of the living.
Not just yet. Have you forgotten your purpose? I name you a witch. How many demons will you take on for your service?
Surely I will only need one at most.
We do not assign fewer than 3 imps. I'll pick out the best among Yegor's old imps for you. Now go. Perhaps we'll meet again. If you manage to open the seals.
What? Well, are you awake? The sun rose while you were coming to. Had to drag you home. I understand it's not easy to pass through the Devil's Domain. So, you've seen it?
Huh? Are we home? Seems like it was all a dream. The devil made me a witch.
Well, then it is a good day. What did I tell you? You should have become a witch a long time ago. Well, what's done is done. The legend says that your wish is behind the 7 seals. I could never open the first one. Here's the 2nd seal, the Aspen one.
How do I open it? Maybe it was the demon at the crossroads that opened the first.
Perhaps. I think that demons, maybe there's something in the books. You yourself are a witch now. I knew that you would not let me down. The news of your enlightenment has spread already. Now people will come to you for advice. I am old now, not many teeth left. My Koldun powers are waning. Now it is you who will help the people around here. Perhaps you will even find the right demon for your problem. Well, while you were coming to your senses, I've already spoken to most of the visitors. There's only one left. He's waiting behind the door. Look around for a start. Your book is over there, on the table. Do you remember how I taught you? Afterwards, see to that visitor of yours. Some evil spirit has been giving him trouble. Got it?
I got it, Grandpa. Time to get to work.
Look for the spirits around the district. Maybe we'll get lucky with the seals. We should not tarry. Who knows? Perhaps after 40 days have passed, we won't be able to help. God bless. So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical arts? Are you curious enough to learn some more?
No, I have to go.
Oh, God bless, Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa.
God bless.
I come bearing gifts. Some flour for your household. Please, hear me out. I won't waste your time. I'll tell you straight away. Something terrible is happening at the mill. We were working in the night when suddenly we heard some strange sounds. Then a shadow began to darken in one of the corners. Such a deep blackness. We ran for... You are known for your knowledge in these matters. What should I do now?
During the night shift at the windmill, he heard some strange sounds and saw some strange shifting shadows. What could be behind such emanations? Some bandit must have crept in and scared you.
I don't think so, Vasya. Such a shadow is not the work of man. Why do you work at night? You're just asking for demons to tear you apart.
But what do we do now? I did everything right when I built it. Please, help me. I have this old item that you might find useful.
You'd better cough it up if we help you. All right, Vasya. Look into what's going on with that place.
I'll find out what's going on with your child.
Oh, thank you. I was told you wouldn't let...
He's not your average miller. Usually they consort with a leshy, but this miller has some chort. Well, I'll study these seals while you're off dealing with the mill. And to make your trip a bit easier, take this herb. It is called time for... Well, you get all that...
Got it, Grandfather. It's...
I've said he must...
All right, Grand...
You stealthily creep by the village houses. At least, you thought you were being stealthy. You hear a familiar voice calling out from one of the windows overhanging the street.
Vasya, wait! I have business with you. Hush! We'd better whisper. I've got this neighbor and I hate her guts. So curse her a bit, will you? Use a killer curse or something. Not a strong one. I've got a gift ready for you.
I'm not that kind of witch. Just so you know, I don't just go firing off curses left and right.
The silver glow of the moon catches glimpses of the foul water. The chilled northern night air is split by dull croaks coming from the swamp. You move closer, a couple of steps. Suddenly, a demon Standing amidst the black wooden figures, you hear a rustle in the trees. You read the protective spells, but out comes a person, not a demon. An ancient...
Oh, a witch, a witch. I can smell your kind from a mile away. Can you spare a few coins? I don't need much to get by. A person is only as good as they are charitable.
Here you are. Don't forget me in your prayers.
Thank you. I'll pray for your lost soul. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this, a healing herb.
Near the forest's edge, you see a white towel on an old stump. Someone has left a bottle of milk and some piragi. Near these gifts is a birch charter. Peasants from Bigichi village are asking the Leshi to take care of their cattle. You draw up a new charter. Now the Leshi will be helping peasants from Vilgard. If evil spirits help anyone, they should help your village, not the inhabitants of Bigichi. While traveling through the woods, you stumble upon a snake's nest. Baby snakes are still inside their eggs. Fortunately, the mother snake does not seem to be around. You make a small wall of stones around the nest and wait for the larger snake to come back. The mother snake soon returns. Seeing the barrier, she fruitlessly tries to get past, but soon leaves. Some time passes, and the snake comes back with a bunch of grass in its mouth. The snake touches the grassy mass to the stone barrier, and the wall instantly collapses. The snake is reunited with its nest. You quickly grab the grass before the snake hides it. It smells of rust. The only noticeable thing about it is the cross shape made by 4 leaves. Fortune has smiled upon you. You have found a break herb, a bundle of aromatic weeds that opens locks and barriers. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. On a hillside near Kacheva Lake, you see 2 silhouettes. One is combing the other's long hair. There is something strange in his uneven movements, something that gives you shivers. It only takes a single step for the demons to notice you. In a blink of an eye, 2 enemies stand before you. Gloomy windmill arms creak in the distance, parting the pre-dawn fog. The shadow of an owl passes overhead. It crosses your path, a bad omen, since man's path and man's destiny are as one. Yet, could it be it was trying to point you somewhere? Suddenly, you come upon a swamp and stop at its border. It is dangerous to continue onward. You turn to go back and notice a devil's finger beneath your feet. You meet two travelers from Bigichi village who are on their way to the fields. The three of you continue on your journey together. Near the mouth of a chasm, one of them jokingly tries to shove you into the pit. You play along, thinking it was meant in jest. However, a moment later, it stops being funny. The peasant is inhumanly strong. He overpowers you, and you go tumbling down off the edge of the chasm. You come to your senses at the bottom of a narrow ravine. The trees rustle loudly in the wind. The spruce branches part, and an old mill stands before you. This place is filled with legends and stories from the surrounding villages. Those who visited this place at dusk, or worse, at night, speak of dark phantoms in the windows of the mill, of sudden gusts of wind and other devilry. It is what they call a bad place. It's obvious the mill is old. Some wood has rotted through, making more windows. You approach as soon as you press the break herb to the lock. It opens and falls to the ground.
The grindstones are still, but the blades of the mill are turning. This chest is for various tools used at the mill. Nothing interesting.
You study the cabinet. Among various krinkas, old pots, and birch bark containers, you find a sack with silver rubles. It might be of some use to you. You choose to take the money. The miller will hardly miss it. A broken block of wood is near the wall. It seems to be part of the windmill's mechanism and the reason why the grindstones are standing still. Through a hole in the wall, you see the woods of Chirkin. A broken block of wood.
I expected to see a wretched old man, not a beautiful maiden. Why are you here, then?
Well, what do you want with the windmill, then?
Haven't you figured it out? Perhaps I was wrong about you. I thought of you to be a strong witch, a master of wit, deduction, and intellect. One endowed with knowledge that others do not possess. I guess not.
The windmill is possessed. But is the demon's presence here as spontaneous as it appears to be? I must think about why he's here in the first place. The miller's curses invoke the devil. This piques your interest.
The swearing of mortals is so unsophisticated, and I must admit, I do not like it. But I'm not here because of that. I always have been and always will be here. Enough, feeble sorceress. It is time to meet your demise. I will bring you into the ever dark realm of shadow and extinguish the candle of your life.
And soon you will visit the fries of hell.
There is yet to be such a Khaldun who can outmatch the 13th brother. So arrogant. Do you really think you can defeat this ancient spirit?
Yes, my book will help me.
This can't be. Book. It is a legendary artifact. I never gave up before, and I'm not going to now.
The 13th brother disappears into a burst of black flame. It seems that the air has changed, and it is easier to breathe. Soon, the Chorts will return and resume their work. The Dark Promise is still upheld. However, it is uncertain when they will start asking for sacrifices again. In any case, this is for the Miller to worry about.
And then he disappeared. He won't be interfering with work at the windmill anymore.
Well done, Basha. I didn't doubt for a minute that you'd take care of the demon. Well, while you were gone, I had some thoughts about the seals. Every single piece has its meaning, and every seal requires a demon. The second one is the Aspen one. We'll have to think what to do next.
The first seal was opened by touch, and that was all. How do I open the second?
Well, not by simply touching the asp, that's for sure. I think we need evil spirits. So we'll find the Aspen demons.
Where do you think we can find them, Grandfather?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think on it. Go deal with the things you can at the moment, and let me think.
I see. Time to get to work then. The shorts are back.
I sent them to perform an arduous task. That's why they weren't around.
Now I should give them tasks?
Well, what did you expect? You knew what you signed up for. Everything has a price. If you don't want them to torture you, send them to curse people. That's the life of a Khaldun for you.
And if I don't want to curse anyone?
Then suffer. These demons won't leave you alone.
I've seen them before in your Pester. Not often, though.
Now you will see them plenty. You can observe our entire gubernia in your Pester. In the end, you decide what you do with those jorts of yours. God help us. So, Vasya, have you taken well?
How's our Izba built?
It was built more than, but I don't remember who built.
No, I have to go.
Yegor Yevlampovich, Vasilisa Fyodorovna, came to give my thanks. The spirits have stopped haunting us. Here's what I promised. The spirits have... Well...
So, I came to find out if maybe you've changed your mind about that woman. I brought a gift, you know.
All right. I'll make her swell up, so be it.
Thank you, Vasya. Well, see you.
Be well. My godmother sends a jug of milk and sends her regards.
Kolya, is that you?
Hello, old Igor.
So, you're back.
Yeah, it's been at least a week.
You sure have grown tall. How tall are you, exactly? 12 vershoks? Well, what brings you here?
I heard about your man, Vasilisa. It's hard to lose loved ones, I know. However, I'm here for another reason. I need your help. Yesterday evening, at a get-together, I made a bet with the lads. They dared me to enter Banya at night. I don't believe all this supernatural stuff you see. When you go to war, you see things you know. I entered this old Banya, the abandoned one, by the river. It was around midnight. I opened the door and saw a sort of blue light, and it was quiet. I reached into the stove, you know, to take a stone. They wouldn't call me chicken if I showed them proof later. Suddenly, a hairy paw grabbed my left hand. Here, look, it left a mark. That devil didn't let me go. All of a sudden, some female voice said, "Marry me." The hand was hot as fire, and then I just lost it, and it kept on asking. And she still held on to me, wouldn't let go. So I told her then she let me go. I ran as fast as I could. Damn this demonic power. You're a knower. Help me, would you?
Nikolai visited the banya at midnight, and something grabbed him. What might that be? The banya is near a river, so that was a rusalka.
No, there's a separate that.
Lord Almighty.
All right.
Wait, city, go. You don't.
I'll wait.
Hey, Vasya, they say you're a knower now. This may be of interest to you then. The other day, but by the way, I have brought you some. It's near Zapolsk, so I thought you might want to.
Didn't think I'd be sick in hell. I've always my military. Didn't think I'd be sick. I've always my military.
So, Vasya, have you taken well to learning the mystical?
No.